a match of Claireeon versus Nave. On comms, we have Kulfra and Koala, and they're going to take it away from here.
Cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Game 3. How are you doing, Koala?
I'm doing great. I am excited for this game. This is, Game 3 of a best of 3. This is an elimination game between these two runners.
Lots of pressure with these two runners, trying to win this one. Game 1 was lost. It was won by Nave, and Game 2 was won by Claire. I missed the second game. I don't know if you have any comments around that, Koala.
That one didn't have anything quite as exciting as the 3 Baron dungeons that their first game had. Yes. I don't think anything about their second game was particularly noteworthy off the top of my head, but
so maybe we'll get something interesting this time round as well, or just something really plain and simple for them both to run.
Yeah, we'll
find out soon.
We will see what happens. But I did like how you started going into that with game 1 was lost by, and if you just describe the series by who lost what game versus who won what game, it's that's a new strategy.
I try. Yeah, it needed to be positive, not negative. Let's say. So that's why I had to switch it up slightly, because I'm more of a negative type of person, right? So, and I had to recheck myself just to be more positive.
Reframe how you're viewing the glass.
Exactly. Yeah, looks like we are going to be started soon. As you noticed, Koala, Nave did have the 10-second pre-counter on his timer.
I don't understand why, but if it works for him, it works for him.
Yep. And off we go.
Start spawning on Tingle Island. Pretty useless spawn. Not much you can do here. Let's see what we got for our hints. Needle Rock to Jalhala, Northern Fairy, Kali Demos, Windfall to Goma. So we got 2 pretty fast dungeons and then Earth Temple. But
sorry, I actually got to be right back really quickly. Sorry, 1 second.
No worries. I'll just keep going on these hints. Some interesting Baron hints there. Tingle Island's nice. You can just forgo Tingle statues. And Bird's Peak Rock is nice because it opens up the Cliff Plat play a lot earlier on. Pompey and Vera hinted dead. Really, really nice because that means you can kind of mindlessly go for the Lenzo door cancel strat on Windfall, which was hinted path to Goma, so even more reason to get more stuff on Windfall. And most of the other hints weren't too interesting from what I saw. Outset Fairy being a wallet kind of sucks because you don't want to get Outset Fairy, but if you know it's a wallet, you know it's a wallet. You're not.
They might get lucky to find another wallet somewhere. Hopefully they don't have to. I mean,
well, but that's the thing, right? If you find another one and you'll be like, oh, good, I don't have to do that. Or if you don't find one at all, you can just be like, well, if I want to check that mail check, I know where the wallet is. But we do see an immediate divergence here. Claire going for Windfall. I assume what really drove her here was the Pompey and Vera dead hit. But Nave going to Mother and Child. It looks like we do got a spiky chest in Mother and Child, and he will be storing it probably to Super Swim over to Western Fairy.
Yep. So as always with Super Swims, if you are sensitive to flashing images, please turn away from Nave's side of the screen.
Nave not opting for the double storage, instead opting. Gets it in his first try.
Oh, so nice.
Very, very clean there from Nave. Maggie, unfortunately, giving us a Tingle statue, but we know Tingle Island was foolish. Yep. Yeah, that was a very, very good. I think that storage strat's a lot harder. Since we have Coral Text, you can get double storage right by the chest, but he got it in first try, so good on him.
We are getting the flashing images. Meanwhile, Claire is visiting Miss Marie. And like you said earlier, she's going to be setting up for Lenzo's door cancel because of the Pompey and Vera check. Yeah, I think hinted.
And a very clean swim there from Nave made his way to Western Fairy from Mother and Child. I don't see anything on his screen that he stored in there, so it's something on a pause screen somewhere that he got from Mother and Child. But we do know he stored something. It was a spiky chest in there. What if it's just another Tingle statue?
Unfortunately, all the Tingle statues are just dead weight. Unless we really want the money from Ankle, but I doubt they'll go there just for the money.
Well, now we already don't. Tingle gives money.
Yeah, a lot of money, so... Okay, so Thorn Fairy. Ooh.
Ooh, a bow. That's very nice.
Very nice.
And Claire getting her least favorite pearl from Tingle there. I know she's talked about Din's is her least favorite because it makes Baito spawn on Dragon Roost Island. And
Looks like it is something in the maze.
yeah, she peeked something spiky in there, but that bow is really, really nice for
Yeah.
early. And I know Claire kind of isn't the biggest fan of swimming from mother and child. It's just not a stretch she normally will go for just not how she likes to route. So Nave might have that bow over her for a very long time.
Yeah. Guess.
Ooh, Picto box on salvage would be really good, except for the fact that we know Pompey and Vera are dead.
God, there's a grapple.
Yeah, and that's our, we got Windfall Path to Goma. There it is.
That should be it. And that leads to a very easy leaf as well on paw print, which is really nice. They started magicless, right? Yeah.
Yep. No magic in Season 6. You don't start with it. Ooh, looks like Nave had an issue with his tracker. I think he might have closed it by accident. And now, Nave's personal tracker on screen is now just the web page for the website that you launch it from. So it's going to be a fun game of figuring out, we got to track it closely, because... yeah, you can't. He doesn't have his tracker or map showing anymore on screen, but that's okay. That's why we have our wonderful ZSR trackers keeping track of their items. Oh no, Claire.
I think she must have messed up something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did she? Okay. Yeah, so she is trying to set up for Lenzo's door cancel. I think she's got storage off Coral again.
Was it one of the songs he had to pause? I didn't see what he stored in there, but we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, Nave opting to take that bow to Dragon Roost Island. Just get these checks here. It's Clara there, gets her door cancel. There we go, starts hide and seek.
Hide and seek with her eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open.
Wide open. It's late for me, okay? Give me a break.
All right, I'll give you that. It is. It's mid-afternoon here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Obviously, it was done on purpose. Or by purpose.
And
no, that's on accident.
Nothing on Dragon Roost Island.
Yeah. Yeah. What does Tot have for us? Piece of heart. We don't want it, Tot.
But yeah, we'll keep an eye out to try and figure out what Nave's stored in Mother and Child. Oh, Claire!
No! Gonna have to walk back up.
Yeah, the walk of shame.
Yeah.
Back to just make the kid. She does gets a small cut through the rock there because of the door cancel, but
looks like Crescent has something.
Yeah, that definitely looked spiky for the brief second, and he's continuing to go for it. So I think he will.
Interestingly, Nave still hasn't set his tracker back up, so either he's very confident.
No, what happens? So he has his tracker, but because he closed it and then opened the web page that has the same part of the domain, his OBS just set it to that. So he's using a tracker and might not realize it's not showing on his OBS.
Right.
Because so I've had this issue before. Yeah, he's not going trackerless.
Okay. That's good then, at least.
It's just OBS set it to this, and then he didn't update it to be like, no, I mean the other one. Because it's all through a web browser, so they have the same start of the domain, and when OBS sees nothing, it's like, this is close enough.
That is good to know. But yeah, Nate did actually pick up bombs at Crescent.
Picked up bombs there, but now he's heading down towards Paw Print, so it'll be a little unlucky, I think, that he won't have that grapple that we know is on DRI. And if that leaf just happens to be scale the wall, that'll be he'll have to come back for that.
Come back again. Yeah. Meanwhile, we are breaking into Lenzo's house. Hopefully, he's got something stored up there.
Ooh, one.
Just
one spiky chest, but
what is it?
Hookshot's not a bad find at all.
Pretty nice, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, Diamond Step being hinted dead means you're probably not going to get a whole lot of use out of it until the very end of the seed, but Getting it early
Props.
means
Certain areas, like if Claire is angular, like for
yeah. I
example.
mean, there are things, and you can use it in Forbidden Woods, and you can hook
Yeah.
shot to your boat all the time. But
It's all these small things I think is nice to have.
and
There is a spiky
is
in paw print.
the leaf. Yeah, that was the Sphere
a
Zero
leaf.
check here in Paw Print. Was that hinted leaf that we got? And
Hearts from the kid.
hide and seek kids giving us nothing.
It was
Where
the
was
friends
everything?
they made along the way.
In places in the seed, and it looks. I couldn't tell what that was on Nave's side, but
Shard on Miss Marie,
Shard from
and
Miss
this is
Marie?
something. Okay.
and Cabana Deed. I think it looked spiky. The color looked darker up on scale the wall.
Okay, interesting.
So that might be a problem for Nave. Having to come back for it since he won't have that grapple yet. Well, didn't have that I don't know why I'm speaking in the future tense. He just did it. But Claire heading up to Northern Ferry. That was one of our path hints, I believe. Yep, Northern Ferry
Yep.
to Calidemos. So for Calidemos, we know we're going to still be missing Magic and Boomerang, so it's going to lead to one of those two.
I think we're definitely hoping for magic to make things nicer. But
Nave
we'll see.
Nave getting to Windfall at Night probably will start with Mila, but did get to see the transparent chest there was nothing. And he's going
Yeah.
to check his bomb mail here.
Let's see.
Ooh. Bomb locked power bracelets kind of immediately.
Wow. Okay.
That's fun.
I mean, thankfully, bombs wasn't in a too bad location. Sphere Zero.
Yeah.
Northern Ferry. What's our path hint item? Huh. Okay.
Magic. Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes
nice.
sense.
Looking like an easy seed. Not gonna lie, Koala.
Yeah, well,
What?
we'll have to see.
Yeah. Everything seems to be very nicely placed so far.
You know, there's always the potential for like a Skullhammer left side ET,
Ooh,
which
that's true.
which is a hard
That
play.
true.
And since we don't know if Claire's gonna go for that mother and child super swim, that means it might take her a long time to find that bow.
Yes, that's true.
Which
Unless-
also, if Skullhammer's left side ET, that would be our logical lights.
Guess we'll
Stored
find
item
out.
was a shard. Someone.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay.
Claire opting to go for outset, while Nave just does some windfall chores, picking up some cash as Mila. What color do you think is going to be in this pot on Nave's side here?
Green.
Green?
Yes.
Oh!
It's
Well,
always green.
you
when
got
I'm
it.
here. At
Momo
least.
went for the blue, and she didn't get it.
I think Claire just checked.
She checked Mesa's
Mesa.
Mesa's
There was
house,
nothing,
and
right?
It was nothing. She
Yeah.
left. She left too quick for it to have been something.
Yep. We're gonna check Grandma's secret
Oh.
chest.
Oh no, Nave. He was too far down on the stairs to.
Oh. Oh, no.
no!
No. That's so unlucky.
No, yeah, he was
That's
too far down
ridiculous.
on the stairs. She couldn't L target her.
Oh no.
I don't.
You have to reset the whole thing.
Yeah, but like, is that what he's doing now, or is he just going?
Has he checked Mila yet? Not
No,
Mila,
and he
sorry,
stored this
Maggie yet?
door. He stored this door, so he's a little confused. He's gonna have to.
Ah,
oh
yeah.
no, Nave. He could have. He started walking towards the door at the cafe, which if he went in there would have brought him into.
Yeah.
Would have brought him into House of Wealth, but I guess
I think-
getting a little.
Panicky, right?
I thought
Shaken
Mila would
up.
reset the storage, but he already used the storage. I think he just was a little panicky and didn't know what to do.
Well,
in
I
that
think
situation.
Mila, like, because the cutscene ends, right? And so you gain something back, I think, when the cutscene ends, or something really weird. I don't know.
Well, but he
Was that coral?
he already got the
specifically?
storage, so like he already used the storage state to store the door.
The door. Yeah, okay. We're seeing golf on Claire's side. I don't know. Do you think Nave will try Mila again?
Based on the fact that he changed it today, I don't think he would. It's a really rough position to be in, though, because now you just know that check is there, and you spent all the time going through it once, so if she has something, that'll be very, very bad for him. But I wouldn't be surprised for him to just go like, all right, if she has something, it's my last location of this.
Yeah.
I like, if I was in his position, that's definitely where my
Completely
my thought would
understandable.
be.
Yeah. Alright, we are going to see some leafless golfing happening on Claire's side. Usually a pretty tricky set of tricks to get through. See how lucky Claire is.
Didn't like that bounce on that first one. Gets that.
Looks good. The second one is normally the harder one. Nice.
But, you know, she was the one who I think really found the way to do that with the roll. And she's living up to that reputation of having found that strategy, because she made it look easy.
Easy and worth it, looks like what it is. Huh.
Ooh, hammer. So she might get that bow a little sooner then.
Yeah. No need to go to Diamond Step, as it was hinted, Baron.
Yeah, that is a very convenient solution. And if she doesn't do the swim here, we might see what was in this chest. Oh, we know it was a shard. What am I talking about?
Yep.
Nave getting his grappling hook in the maze.
Yeah, so I can imagine
It
Nave
was
going
not a
back to
shard.
Ballprint. What was that?
It was
No,
no
it's
to
Mom.
Mom.
Okay.
Well, now I've got to check. Does Nave actually have a shard? Bombs were Crescent Moon, and the first bow that we found was Western Fairy. We have no runner's agreements in this one, too.
Nave is also setting up to do Lenzo.
I'm a little surprised to see Claire over at Dragon Roost Island right now, with no way to get the boulder down.
Yeah, that's true. Was DRC hinted anything? I don't think so.
No, and she doesn't know she can full clear it right now because she doesn't have that bow.
Yeah. Well, she looks like she's just going straight to Crescent and Pawprint.
Which she will be able to full clear Pawprint then, because she'll find those bombs on Crescent. Meanwhile, Nave doing his door cancel hide and seek. Hopefully not going to repeat what Claire did and roll straight off the cliff.
Hopefully not. Yeah, I think what Claire's done does make sense, because she's got to come back to DRC anyway for the dungeon, right? But she also wants to check Pawprint to get the leaf. So it kind of makes sense.
It's not, I don't think there's anything wrong with the idea of it. It's just not what I would have expected.
Mm-hmm. There's those lovely bombs. And there's Tot's heart that we threw away.
Thanks, buddy.
No rolling off the cliff on the Ave side.
Let's see. Will the kids juke Nave? Oh, straight through the ground.
Through the ground.
Thanks, door cancel.
Too much speed. Got to slow down. All right, I'm excited to see what's on Scale to War then, since it was spiky.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is the one we haven't seen.
Yep. Something that Nave does unfortunately need to go back to. So, could be good, it could be bad for Nave.
They're gonna get those bomb-locked power bracelets, which normally, when one of those locks the other, it's a little frustrating. But when it's just find bombs, check your mail, get power bracelets, it's like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I just
more
have
to the
both.
chain. Yeah. But we do need the power bracelets for Jalhalla at some point.
That's true.
As well.
And who knows? I don't think we got a hint for big pigs, so maybe we would need them anyway.
True. I think there was a race where Outset was barren, so we didn't see that one time.
Yeah, you see that one every once in a while. It's with 5 checks, it's a little hard for it to be barren, but far from impossible.
Nave breaking into Lenzo's house, picking up the hook shot.
Again, a nice early hook shot, pre-20 minutes for both our runners here.
And it's Ghost Ship chart.
Ghost Ship chart. Oh, that's actually required.
It is required, yes.
Yeah, we do know that Ghost Ship has a sword that was hinted.
Yep. Not too devastating for Nave, as it doesn't, like, carry on the chain.
Yeah, but it does just mean he will have to come back there at some point.
Yeah.
So while Claire was able to single dip this island, Nave will be forced to double dip it.
Some love from the kids. And Marie's going to be holding that shard for us on Nave's side. Claire picking up the leaf. And she has magic from Northern Fairy.
Yeah, she will be able to...
I wonder if she's gonna go to DRC. Or... Because she has to get to West... Well, we know that Western Ferry has one. Oh no, there's also...
Yeah, looks like she's going for a... I don't think she's going into a dungeon right now. I think she kind of... She would want to find a couple more things before going into a dungeon, and decided she did not want to go to Forest Haven, I guess. Can she grab Crescent Ghost Ship here?
Oh, possibly. Yeah, look at that.
It is. It is just night 1. That's right.
First night.
You know, I'm so used to runners starting with Mila early that, like, you just write off Crescent being a Ghost Ship location you can get. But yeah, that was definitely what she realized. Like, wait, I can go get that sword. And... You know, that's a good thing. Having Master Sword before going into any dungeons is always really nice. If the other swords are kind of gross, that's also going to help her out a lot. And if the other swords are gross, we're going to hope Nave goes back to Paw Print. He knows the chest is spiky. He knows he probably needs it. And there he picks up his magic. Wasn't Leaf with no magic for too long.
Luckily, both runners found magic pretty early.
Yeah.
They're always like the annoyance of having Leaf but no magic for a long period of time. It's just aggravating.
Ghost Ship to DRC. Yeah, no, I don't. I think she's just gonna go back to what her plan was before, which she is doing now, warping to Forest Haven. Might not even check these checks here. Might just be heading straight to Cliff Plat. Oh no,
Cliff Plateau, the usual circle.
Gonna check the checks. I think, like, I could see her doing Forbidden Woods with her thing right now. I think she would much rather hold off DRC for a bow.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like, there's no reason to go to DRC now when you have Forbidden Woods to do.
Forbidden Woods is a little slow with this, just because, you know, getting through it without boomerang or a bow can be a little bit slower, but it's all very easily clearable. A single bow for DRC saves a lot of time, and both runners actually holding hands in Forbidden Woods.
That is rupee.
That is a yellow rupee. I thought it was the boomerang at first. And look at the synchronized save warps out of Forbidden Woods.
But yeah, I think in the end, like, having DRC with the bow is probably more significant than Forbidden Woods without the bow.
I actually think I would be surprised to see Nave do Forbidden Woods before DRC, but it looks like he's going for Forbidden Woods.
He's going to, yeah.
Which that one does surprise me a little bit, because he has kind of everything you could ask for DRC and not everything you could ask for Forbidden Woods. But,
I mean,
you know, Forbidden Woods is frequently loaded.
Could just be here and just thought, well, I'm here, I might as well get it over and done with. Instead of coming back, because the only reason you come back is... Well, I know, actually, has he done Cliff Plateau yet? He hasn't, right?
Nope.
Okay.
But you know, there's also angular you could come back for.
Yeah.
There are things, and also, you know, if you just warp to Forest Haven to enter the dungeon, that's not that big of a deal. But unlike Claire, he does have that bow, so he'll have a bit of an easier time clearing this than she would have if she went into this at this point.
I do always find Forbidden Woods to be quite loaded, but see.
Yeah, and
There's a spiky already.
And a lot of Forbidden Woods is in logic anyway. Right? All they're lacking is that boomerang. He believes in value woods. Yeah, and who knows? Maybe that's the boomerang, and this was just the right play. You know, for the seed.
We got double spiky on Cliff Plateau.
Double
What's this
spiky.
one? Okay, well, nothing we really.
All right,
care
we had a
about.
single spiky on Cliff Plateau.
Sure. We still don't know what Claire's stored though. At least
We
I don't
do
think
not.
so.
That's true.
think
She
we
hasn't.
do. So we've got to keep an eye on
she's done
that.
it. Ooh, and
Whoa.
fire ice there at top of Bako Baba room. He did store the bottom there. That was also spiky, but that second bow for Nave.
It's really nice.
Really good. You know, someone said he believes in value woods, and I think Forbidden Woods has already given value.
So I said earlier, right? Forbidden Woods always feels really loaded in some sense.
It's true.
All right. Bomb Island.
One of Claire's favorites. Hammer? I don't know.
We found Hammer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
on golf.
Claire Hammer. She already had Hammer. She got that at golf, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the odds? What do you think that the chest Nave stored, the inside hollow tree's mouth? Do you think that was the other bow?
No, surely not.
I mean,
No.
if we're talking about value woods,
Yeah, I mean,
if
it's not
we're
the
talking
first
about
time
value
I've
woods,
seen
that's
it.
pretty value.
I don't want it to be. I kind of want, a bit more like, hardness. I didn't, when I said it was going to be an easy seed, I didn't really want it to be an easy seed. I want to see some real action, some sweat from both runners.
Claire stored a shard at Cliff Plat, you believe?
Shard.
That's
Nice.
She does have 2 shards marked, so I would believe it. And I, based on how quickly she left Bomb Island, I think she found nothing. And another spiky there from Nave, but opting not to store it. Ooh, that's a bottle.
Bottle? Okay.
Opting not to store it, though. So he will have to check Tall Room with the grappling hook. Ooh, magic. Ooh, nice ledge grab there from Nave.
Really nice. Maybe not intended, but worked.
Hey, sometimes you take what works.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see the normal grapples strat. Unfortunately, these P-hats can be really annoying.
Yeah.
You
He
gotta
does have
clear
the
them.
bow to get rid of them pretty quickly. Pretty expensive on arrows, but if the choice is using some arrows or getting knocked to the ground by P-hats, I'd use the arrows every time.
Oof, the chart on Thorn Ferry.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can get arrows in Forbidden Woods? I can't remember.
There's
I don't think you can you? Oh, Tingle.
The grasp by the Tingle chest can drop some, and I think
it's like
there's another
low
spot
percentage.
you can drop some, but it's pretty uncommon.
Switching to bombs though. Looks like on Nave. Oh, we're going to Cabana.
I think Claire's thought here is if she goes in, she might just be peeking the waterfall. If she goes in, I imagine her thinking is... Never mind, doesn't matter.
No, never
She
mind.
peeked the chest, it was nothing.
Cabana was sorry, the mini boss for Forbidden Woods Tinted Dead.
Oh, that's true. Nave has a stored item right now that he has not he has not gotten back. So if he goes to the basement and save warps, that would be a problem.
Gotta be a bit careful.
Okay, so if he does that, we're really hoping it's not a bow. I take
really,
it back.
really hoping, yeah.
I take back what the thing I said. That thing I said, don't do it. But I wonder, will we see Claire dip DRC here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she is back here again.
And she's voiding instead of just leaving.
Yeah, which suggests she's staying, and she is
Yep.
going up the the mountain.
Oh, well, it wasn't the lights. We know that much.
But there's the lights! Oh my goodness.
At the very least, we know Nave did not store the lights.
That's kind of... I mean, it's crazy. Like, unbelievable. Jeez.
So yeah, that is
2 bows in Forbidden Woods.
all right. And also, I guess just screw me when I said, you know, why would Claire's probably waiting for a bow and doesn't want to go to Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
Right, but you know, we still have to wait and see, will Nave not delete that chest? And if he does, we'll have to wait for Claire to see, like, is he okay? Yeah, and he's going to the basement, which his only way out of the basement without deleting that chest he has is gonna be is gonna be a death warp. So if he doesn't death warp out of the basement, he has deleted a chest. Yeah, and we will have no idea is he screwed or not until Claire comes to Forbidden Woods. Ooh, a nice jump slash to make that jump even with the morphs though.
Yeah. Okay, that's a wooden. Using our trusty fire arrow. What's that one? Like it's something.
Based on
Is
the
that
fact
key
that he's
chest?
leaving, I think it's... Based on the fact that it's nothing, I think he's leaving, but I think if it's a key chest, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
It just becomes the question, like, where's our boomerang? But that's already kind of a question. And maybe Nave will get lucky, and that chest inside Hollow Tree's mouth is boomerang. Or maybe he's just debating all of us, and he knows he has a stored chest still and is gonna death warp out. That's always possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you could avoid it earlier just to be safe. Oh, wow.
I agree, but you know, I want to hope.
There's the Picto in DRC. That's the second one.
Yeah, a Tingle statue is another thing that could just, you know...
Yeah.
If it's a Tingle statue, he's fine. We don't need those anyway. Pearl? Well, one of the pearls we might need. Furore's Pearl we don't know we don't need. Narrows, yeah, it could be Narrows. There are things... It could be Iron Boots, you know? There are things it could be where even if he doesn't realize it, he's not screwed. This is... the storage... because he's having some trouble with the bomb clip, going for the storage instead. But...
That... I think it looks wooden. So this is it. Oh no,
it's not wooden.
Oh no, it's not wooden. Okay. Okay.
It's
Okay.
the delivery bag.
Now what? Okay.
He knows.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Nice.
knows. Whew.
Yeah. That's very tense. Whew.
Hole and Tree. We weren't talking about Hole and Tree. We were talking about Hollow Tree. Yeah. Ooh, that's saved us all the heart attack. Is Claire gonna gamble that this is... Ooh.
No, she's definitely gambling this one.
Yeah. That looks... I think that might be this Iron Boots.
Unfortunately, not
Well,
needed.
now she will need a bow.
Speed.
Or she could go get the other small key, I guess.
Yeah, she get the small key. And it looks like she will be.
Moblins? Was it Moblins at the bottom of Forbidden Woods? That was a... Sketch. Always hate those. Oh, Nave only with one arrow, though.
Yeah, opted to use bomb strat.
Nave going to have to kill Kalidemos with bombs here. He doesn't have enough arrows to kill Kalidemos in any...
Oh, Claire's actually leaving.
Oh. Oh, did she just open the warp pot?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the
That
good
makes
news is she'll have a bow when she warps back from Forbidden Woods.
Yeah.
Um,
One more feather. Nothing. How many bombs does it need? 15. Yeah, very doable.
it only takes 4, but
4, I
you know,
think.
it can be a little tricky, so we'll see how practiced he is with those Kalidemos bomb kills.
Meanwhile, we're on Great Fish for Claire.
Now, I don't necessarily expect her to, but we do know she has that bow at Western, and she could go to Western from here. This is the closest she'll ever be to Western in this seed.
Yeah. I think she could go because like you said, there's no other reason to come back here other than to get to Needle Rock.
Ooh. Well, and there's Islet, and there's if she does what's it called? The trading quest at some point.
Yeah, it's true.
For Zunari, she will be back to Great Fish, but right now we'll see. This sail looks like it's going to Western Ferry, so she should be getting that bow. And yeah, Nave, very clean kill with that those bombs on Kalidemos. It can be tricky, but he got it. 4 out of 5. I'd take 4 out of 5 any day.
It's really nice. Yeah. Some people spend a lot of time on that because it's just there's something weird about it. Like you can't be right underneath. You have to be like just to the side.
And you have to throw the bomb at the right time. The boss moves a little bit while you're doing it, so you have to kind of chase the boss as you're holding the bomb. So yeah, I'll take 4 out of 5 any day. If I get 4 out of 5 bombs for Kalidemos, I'm not complaining.
I wish people used the fire arrow strats more. So
I do too,
I
except
do a
I
lot.
mean he had 1 arrow, so
yeah, obviously not in this case, but something I opt to do a lot.
Claire is gonna get this bow though, and might be kicking herself a little bit because
be
she
kicking
didn't
herself,
go
but
for
should
that
be
Western
happy.
swim. Yeah. Well, but having already dipped DRC, I imagine she's not gonna be too happy to find this bow has been here the whole time.
Yeah, and she won't be happy if she goes to Forbidden Woods as well.
And now Nave heading to Cliffplat is gonna pick up that that shard that Claire stored down here.
And the Tingle statue.
Yeah, at the top. Oh boy, trash.
We can skip Mail because Orca was hinted dead.
Orca Mail one is one of those really frustrating ones to get hinted dead though, because you almost never are saving Forbidden Woods for your last dungeon, so you're gonna get Orca Mail eventually, even though you know it's dead and there's nothing you can do. Unless you just never check your mail.
Yeah, unfortunately there are other important mails that we do need to check later on.
Yeah, Arrow Mail is another big one. That if it's hinted dead, you're like, well, why? I'm gonna read it. At least let it give me something nice like a shard. Like, Arrow Mail hinted as a shard, same with Orca Mail, some of the nicest things. Because it's like, Oh, well, I'm gonna be getting that anyway. Gives me an item I need, but I don't need to rush. Perfect.
I mean, I guess it'd help if it's one of those really needed items, like your first iron boots or something for
Yeah.
Wind Temple. And
Now,
then you know when you have to do it and where.
Nave getting his storage at the top of cliff. A little surprised to see him. Oh, he doesn't have the skull hammer yet. Of course he's storing this.
Yep, Skullhammer was on golf. Checking what they stored.
He should see he has that third shard now.
Shards are kind of tricky to suss out sometimes. His one's looking empty, so.
Claire at one of the most infamous storage spots from season 4.
She's a left-sider.
I mean, it's obviously the better side.
Whoa, calm down. We don't want to start some fights in the chat.
We did start the fire.
Oof.
And Nave gonna unfortunately come get this, I think it was a treasure chart in here.
Yeah, I think so. Say hello to bow number 2.
Yeah. Oh boy!
Oh boy. Oh.
Trying to burn off. I've never seen anyone go for that, but
She's gonna warp now.
she's gonna leap straight into it.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. I think I'm it makes
Oh, or not.
maybe.
Oh, she's gonna break the eye first.
Yeah, saves time. It makes sense, I think, to do DRC now because it takes longer to get back to the warp part in Forbidden Woods.
I think both of them take about the same amount of, like, DRC, you have to
Really?
leaf all the way over to it.
Yeah.
If you get Boomerang in DRC, you save time. I think this is more just, she's never going to be going past that warp pot again naturally.
Yep.
So she might as well go in it now. It's also a lot quicker to leave Forbidden Woods. That warp pot gives her
That's
moblins.
true.
Yes.
The single save versus the
Although, except she'd be taking the boss warp either way. I don't know. And
Yeah.
Forbidden Woods, the boss warp, you have to do a save warp after.
And also, if she does find Boomerang here, actually, Boomerang does help Forbidden Woods. Like
Finding
quite a
Boomerang
bit.
here, yeah. It
So-
saves a bit of time. It's not the... Boomerang is maybe the least impactful dungeon item to find, but if you have Forbidden Woods, you're not going to
Yep.
say no to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
We also see Nave. Oh, there's the arrow. Yeah, Nave is also looking to go to DRC.
And Nave's looking for arrows in these pots, which is a RNG drop chance.
Yeah, the arrow that Claire's found and just saw, that's a rando exclusive signpost, showing the fact that you can get to the big key chest if you have leaf or ice arrows.
Might be leaving logic.
Yeah, might be
was,
might be the last time we'll see it on ZSL.
There are some interesting logic things being worked on by the main developer of the Randomizer logo, so we'll see. We'll see how logic is in a year from now. It'll be that Bokoblin just killed himself for the cause. What was that?
You just slipped, okay? It's very slippery up there. It's a rickety
Bokoblin
bridge.
Was like, nah, Link, I'm on your side. That was amazing. I've never seen. Wow.
Number 4.
We're one Tingle statue away.
It's kind of weird seeing ice arrows in DRC since, it's not vanilla. You're
One
not meant to
advantage
have-
here, though, Nave will have, if mini boss is required, Nave will have light arrows. Well, he might not have arrows. Never mind.
Yeah, the 1 arrow. Well, he's got to do the platform strat as well.
Yeah, well, I think
guess
he's
not,
opting
then.
not to go for it because he doesn't have enough arrows. That's really
That's
unfortunate.
really unfortunate, yeah.
I'm trying to think, is there a way Nave could have gotten earlier arrows? I think the way he routed, not really. I think if you route differently, it's possible, but...
No, I think I'll have to like, explicitly buy or find in the overworld.
I think his best choice there, if he wanted to get arrows, probably would have been going to Windfall to do the creep checks. Because you can buy arrows at night, at Beetle at Windfall at night.
Yep.
But yeah, so I think the way he routed, he just got really unlucky that the RNG pot didn't drop him any.
Okay, I see 1 wooden in the boss stairs. Maybe both wooden.
There's that Deluxe Picto,
There's
which
Deluxe.
may also push him back to Windfall.
We're all seeing in color now.
Oh boy.
The exclusive magic rando drop as well. That they just picked up.
That's one of the most fun things to find. You know, DRC also looking kind of loaded.
Yeah, there's another spiky again. What else?
Never mind.
Another Tingle
DRC
statue.
sucks.
Is that 2 Tingle statues we found here?
Yeah.
Tingle statue and the Iron Boot as well.
Wow, DRC full of garbage. All my homies hate DRC. Apparently. Now, will Claire use this blue warp to get back to the boss, the yellow warp? Because she is right next to it.
Ooh.
All right. Well, is it more trash in DRC? Let's see. Nope, that's decidedly not trash.
Not completely trash.
Yeah.
She is opting to use that warp part.
Yeah.
I think maybe.
Very heads up. I know we just saw Jarhead do this last night, where his last check in this dungeon was actually also Dark Room and opted for the blue warp. It's a very, very heads up play, kind of routing on the fly, something that you don't normally do.
So as we established earlier, the big key chest was going to be a small key, so both runners will be avoiding that one.
Yeah. But Nave will have to do the small key skip here. He's not willing to gamble that this is his other small key, which I definitely makes sense. When he's solo on arrows, he won't be able to come back here easily at any point.
Yep.
Based on the order he did his dungeons, I wholeheartedly agree with his decision to just say, maybe I'm storing that small key that would make my life easier, but it's not worth... If I lose that gamble, which we know he would have, it would be a lot worse for him. So
Ooh.
I definitely...
Oh my goodness. That's not great.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
now he's hoping he lost the gamble, but unfortunately...
That's really bad.
Yep.
I think he pulled out his sword so he couldn't leave. I didn't see.
Well, now he's praying Bird's Nest as a key.
Yeah.
And it unfortunately is not.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Nave has suffered a bit of unluckiness throughout this whole race with Mila, and now this as well.
Yeah. And we still don't know what Mila has. We don't know if he'll have to go back for her. You know, in all likelihood, it's nothing, but I know when you're in that situation, when that kind of thing happens, it's in your head.
Constantly, yeah. Like, really
Claire
worrying about it. Oh, did she? Oh yeah, she did. Look at
Yeah,
that.
she got scarred. She's gonna be able to pick up this this shard and then save warp out during the cutscene.
She can't save. She needs to go back to.
If you pick up the shard during the cutscene, you don't store it.
No, she needs to go back to Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, she'll save warp out of the boss room. And
Sorry, yeah, I just heard warp and thought of the warp light.
that's also, I was gonna say, the other risk though is that she had to pick it up during the cutscene, because if she let the cutscene end, she'd store picking up the shard, and if she then save warped out, she'd delete it.
Oh boy.
But she did get it in the cutscene. She has that shard.
Yeah.
And she will be heading back to Forbidden Woods.
I think that's like one of the only rare times that make game storage that really useful.
Yeah.
Nave.
Oh, he's
Nave's not-
leaving.
That's interesting.
I guess he's just saying, I'm gonna come back. I'll come back later to... Because he knows he has to go kill the boss. It's not like he's thinking... You know, if he had already killed the boss and was gambling, like, maybe there's nothing else in here. Like, I screwed up so bad, hopefully there's nothing else in here. But he still needs to go back and kill Goma, so that's...
Yeah, I guess like he has bow as well, so he knows big key chest is going to be the small key, and so he's just not gonna bother. Going to Fire Mountain though. Very anti-Claire strat.
Yeah, Nave's Sail is a 7TV emote called Cheeks. I think you might be able to tell why.
I don't know, Koala. Maybe you should explain why.
Because Nave's Sail is all caked up on a Friday. What do you expect?
Ah, okay.
I will say he is doing Fire Mountain now, which Claire, you know, kind of famously or infamously, depending on your own point of view, will last location Fire Mountain. So this might, if this is like a sword or a shard or something, this could be a saving grace for him based on, you know, having to double dip DRC. But if he needs this, Claire's gonna get it last anyway. So this, getting this now could help him out in the long run.
Hmm. I think he is. Well, no, it's a good time to go as well after finishing DRC.
Well, he's not finished with DRC.
Well, yeah, I mean, leaving DRC at least.
And oh,
It is
no.
wooden, unfortunately for him. No anti-Claire today.
Yeah. And that's also the difficult thing checking Fire Mountain against someone who you know won't check it, is when you see it, it's nothing, you're like, oh, well, they're not going to get that. They're not going to go there, so...
Actually saves them time.
Now we all have to see here, will Claire remember that she has... a store... Oh, no, she doesn't have a stored chest. She got it when she went into DRC.
That's true. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, with the warp pot.
I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I already forgot. DRC is such a boring dungeon. There was nothing in there. Goma's a boring fight. I already forgot about it. It
was so long ago.
Yeah. I was a different person back then. I've changed.
Meanwhile, Nave is going back to Porphyrin to pick up the...
Yeah, gotta get his ghost ship chart.
What was it? Ghost ship chart.
Yeah,
Go to the wall.
Ghost ship leading to a sword.
I'm just thinking, when are they going to be able to go back to DRC? I think they just literally have to take the hit.
I mean, yeah. Did he open the cross dungeon warp pot?
I'm not sure.
If he did, I would honestly be tempted. Oh, he didn't? That's too bad.
Oh,
I would have
okay.
honestly been tempted to say, like, when I go back to DRC, I'm just gonna take the, like, island warp on Forbidden Woods. Or Forest Haven, rather, into Forbidden Woods. I don't know if that's faster, but it would at least feel better.
It feels faster, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I think it should be faster. There's a lot of walking on the RI.
Yeah,
back to DRC.
It's debatable. It definitely wasn't faster before that island warp exists.
Oh yeah, Definitely.
That was an idea people had. Like, would this be faster? Like going back to Forbidden Woods and taking that warp instead of climbing Dragon Roost Island. But I remember that one was timed. It was found like, no, you're better just going to Dragon Roost Island. But I don't think we've ever timed it with the warp at Forest Haven. So.
Well, there's the arrows that Nave wanted so desperately.
Yeah, I think he's at Greatfish. Never mind. He's at Tower of the Gods.
He was at Cliff Plateau. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Windfall. Oh, we're going back to Creeb, maybe Mila.
Creeb. Might get Mila. The benefit for Mila here is he does have Fire Ice. So if he starts Mila and like lights the windmill and talks to Creeb and stuff, that's all stuff he's doing while Mila's moving.
Yeah, it's not a complete waste then, at least.
We are not just missing Command Momo, we don't have any shields. Shields are pretty important for Earth Temple logic.
What do you mean? I have light arrows, right? You
Shields are pretty important for Earth Temple logic. Claire going for RNG drops. And yeah, Nave is restarting Mila, so
Mila
feels bad, but since he has to, you know, spend all his time lighting the windmill and stuff like that anyway.
Yep.
He's actually not. He's like mitigating the time loss of screwing it up the first time. So I think it's a very heads-up play from Nave. It's a really good reroute.
Any Creed believers in chat?
But Creebers?
Creed believers? No. Me! Alright, we already know Transparent Chest was wooden.
Yep.
So, all on Creeb.
Alright, Creeb, what have you got for us, buddy?
A
shield!
Speaking of shields!
Yeah!
It's also, we also have a lot of mail checks as well, which is also making Windfall being a lot of checks right now. Do you have to make sure to speak to Zunari before we leave, though, to start the trading quest?
Do you have to make sure not to get caught by Mila again?
Oh, well. Hopefully that won't happen the second time, right?
Okay, I just got worried because he was, after lighting the windmill and talking to Creeb, storing Maggie's door again.
Yeah, thankfully you can't enter it again if you stored it. I think. How many arrows does Claire have?
I think 10. Our shields... shields are progressive in Wind Waker. A lot of Wind Waker items are progressive. Our bows, our swords, our shields, our wallets, our quiver upgrades, our bomb bag upgrades.
Oh, there's
okay.
That looks good. Now don't choose the wrong options, because that can also happen. Claire picking for a fairy for grandma.
Maybe we needed her.
Bait bag. It is progression.
It is, but might not be required.
There's a fire strat. That is the right.
It looks like she wasn't aiming at the right spot, actually.
Yeah, but it was the right kind of like state.
The right pattern from the boss.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna see Maggie's delivery reward. Oh, where'd she get that?
The golden feather.
She just stole a feather from someone, I guess.
Yeah, from when she got locked in that prison, right? I guess.
Oh, I was thinking she stole it from Arito.
I mean, if you're rich, you know how do rich people act, right?
Sure. If you say so. She wasn't rich at the time, though.
Yeah, but she's rich now.
That's true. Also gonna see Manenko with another bottle.
Second bottle.
Thanks for nothing, Manenko.
Hello, Zunari. Yeah, that's also Calademus down for Claire. So both runners are looking to go to ET at some point. Nave, unfortunately, does need to go back to DRC at some point to finish off
Yeah.
Goma.
And Nave still needs that skull hammer from golf.
Yeah.
That one doesn't surprise me though. I don't
Has he been to
think
outset
he's-
yet?
I don't think he has.
Interesting. I wonder
There
if
was
he's
nothing
routing that
on
for
it.
ET.
There's nothing on the outset checks that we know Claire got, so
Hmm.
he can actually one trip outset right now,
Yeah.
which is pretty uncommon.
Sending some mail on Claire's side. We haven't seen Isle of Steel yet as well.
It's true. Isle of Steel or Needle Rock, and we know Needle Rock actually is path to Jalhalla. That was a hint we got an hour ago.
Is that a command melody or shield?
Man Melody or a shield, both of which would be pretty nice.
Yeah, I think so. Claire couldn't get to Isle and Needle Rock because she had to go to Western Ferry, but Nave definitely can check those two locations.
Yeah, I expect he will. I think there's no reason to not go there now that you're already at Greatfish. Claire going to opt to go to
Ice Ring.
Ice Ring straight from Forbidden Woods. Nave just finishing up, grabbing that exotic flower. Which of the 3 flowers in the trading quest, which one's your favorite?
Well, it's definitely not like the first 3 that we see all the time because those are really boring. Isn't it?
I did mean in that specific part of the trading quest.
Oh, that one. In those 3.
Yeah. Oh, nice fire arrow from Claire. She got both the frozen chest and the island.
Oh, this frozen chest is spiky. Huh.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty late boomerang.
There were 2 bows in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
so logically you would have had to go to Forbidden Woods first.
Yeah.
Which, if you were vanilla,
That is. I think both runners are going to be pretty happy that they knew how to clear Forbidden Woods without that boomerang, because that is an annoying spot for boomerang with those bows.
Oh, Isla is spiky as well. Shard? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're only missing 1 shard now, I believe. I don't think there was a hinted one our runners haven't gotten.
We're missing, or is the last shard on Jalhalla?
I think we're at 6 shards that we found between both runners.
Okay. Okay, Needle Rock. Cabana. So we can actually get into Cabana now with the delivery bag and the deed. We already know that top of waterfall is dead.
1 shard, 2 swords, shield, and CM, yes. But if we find 1 shard and 2 swords, shield and CM are optional.
It's true.
Because you can get through. You can get through Earth Temple Go mode with normal shield and no command melody. Obviously, Claire would need that first shield too. Nave's the only one with the shield right now, since we know he was a believer in Creeb, or Bakreeber, as the kids say.
Creepers. Okay, you do need that shield for Ganon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Another, speaking more of future things for the rando, not in the future.
Oh, really? They're gonna fix that?
Yeah,
oh, not
they're
fix that,
gonna
but change that.
Because currently, you can block with Skullhammer, and that can actually reflect the light arrow at the end. But you need a shield to be able to do that anyway. And speaking of which, there's Nave finding the second shield over at Needle Rock. And a spiky in Cabana Labyrinth. That's our last shard,
last shard, yeah.
Nice. We're looking for 2 swords and command melody, maybe.
Wooden. guess the Needle Rock Cave. So, where is Nave?
Nave is at Southern Ferry.
Yep. So they're definitely, well, they could go to Angular from here as well, an Ice Ring. But they can also think about ET and risk it on Command Melody.
Looks like Claire is also gonna come clean up her windfall checks here, though. Right behind Nave. Opting to get this shot from the boat. She gets it a lot. I think she came up with the setup for it, but...
Yeah.
Ooh, misses that first shot.
You jinxed her.
Well, she got the second one, which it's hard to get any, so...
Oh, that's an easy wallet.
That's a wallet at Southern Ferry. That's really nice
Interesting.
for Nave.
And ironically, the other wallet's on another ferry in Outset.
Yeah, but just knowing you don't have to go to Outset Ferry...
Yeah. So nice.
Perfect. It looks like Claire wants to refill some arrows. I don't blame her. Nave's stocking up. He got 2 ferries there.
Oh. We need a... Do we have a name for that yet? Accidentally talking to Coral. Second time. We need like a good rando name for it.
The Rage Inducer. Nave not checking wallet mail. I wonder if Nave might be holding off checking wallet mail because he has note to mom and grandma mail still just in the chamber, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nave sailed to the wrong island and didn't realize it until he got to wherever he... I don't know where he's trying to go.
Oh, Cyclos.
Oh, okay. He approached an island and then turned around, so...
Realize Nave also still needs to do Ghost Ship as well.
Yeah. And we haven't seen Cyclos actually yet from either runner, so...
Claire talking to our pal Creeb.
Gonna get her first shield. So yeah, we really only need 2 swords and command melody, huh? And the nice thing is we know that command melody can't be in Earth Temple. I wonder, do we have an empty Earth Temple, or is one of our swords on Baito Mail?
The Baito Mail check. It's been a while since I've seen that.
Yeah. Oh, we got 65 minutes in, another gamble the pot. What color do we think this rupee's gonna be? Everyone, place your bets. Place your bets. We got 1 for yellow. What else do we got? 1 for red, 1 blue, another red, another green. Well, our first green. Another blue. Got a nice rainbow of guesses here. And it's red! Now that's just blessed.
Dang, I think I would have said green again. Okay, what is that? ET on Nave's side?
Maybe.
Yeah, south from Cyclos.
Oh yeah, that is. He's peeking the top. That's a heart piece up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Nave definitely not ready to do ET though. No Skullhammer, no command melody, no Master Sword. Even though he knows he has that ghost ship chart.
Didn't check Angular. Well, he went Cyclos actually. That's the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Okay. But then he didn't check Ice Ring as well then. So he does need to go back to that area.
That's true. Point. That's also true. That's a good point. We do know there was a boomerang on Ice Ring. He needs that.
There's that mysterious feather from Maggie. Very curious. Oh, big pig.
We're gonna see a pig. Will he yeet the pig?
You got it, right? Right?
It is, I will say, it should be early enough in his night cycle, I think, that if he saves Grandma, mails note to Mom, and plays Song of Passing, I think it's early enough that he gets both those mails.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not 100% on that. But he might be able to make it day, get all those mail, and do the pig yeet, which always feels real good. And there, like a good grandson, Nave has saved Grandma.
Granddaughter. Well, daughter.
Well, are we talking about Linka or are we talking about Nave?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You got me there. Dang.
I was actually just asking at this point. I don't really know.
All right, I don't know.
Grandchild. All right, Magnus with the smart one. Let's go.
Grandchild.
Gender
yeah, that's
neutral
perfect.
term.
Yeah, yeah.
The good grandchild. It applies to all grandchildren who are good.
Doing the roll clip to Jaboon.
This is the big negative though of the one trip outset is getting getting Jaboon and the big pig means you run up here twice.
Oh, he got the
oh no, he angled a little too far up, and so he landed in the loading zone for that door.
I mean, Nave also needs to go to golf as well. So I wonder if they're gonna, because you can also leave through the back entrance, and it puts you slightly closer towards Horseshoe Island. Or they're just gonna save and quit. Yep.
Opting, yeah. Might be trying to get that mail still too here. There's that mailbox on the way to Big Pig. And he's got a lot of mail.
Yeah. I think Orca Mail is still hanging around, so...
Yeah, I don't think he's
just it is changing the time just in case.
Took her a couple tries, but Claire did get that jump over the boat.
The glitchless jump over the boat.
I argue it's glitchless. If sidling in Wind Temple is glitchless, jumping over a boat is glitchless.
Okay, Grandma, check. Oh, Joy Pendant.
Oh, well.
It's the thought that counts.
He wanted to give you joy. I mean, I guess hard to blame Grandma for that.
Well, I saw Hurricane spin on Wallet Mail.
No, that was a
not
sword.
the trading.
Oh, on
no,
the
trading
thing.
thing. Yeah. But yeah, that's also a sword as well.
Yeah, that sword's big.
So we're just missing one sword.
Missing one sword and maybe Command Melody.
Yep.
Which I think you actually can full clear Earth Temple without Command Melody, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yep. I think you only need Medley for the basement.
You can. I'm pretty sure you can full clear basement without Medley.
Yeah.
It
just makes it
awful.
really hard. Yeah.
And on comms, we're doing great. We have a great race here. Game 3. So it is an elimination match.
Lots of pressure for both our runners. Oh, there's a piggy, which we just completely missed.
Yep. Yeeted that pig. Furor's Pearl, that's more mail.
One of the best pearls. Okay.
But so the question now is, will Claire go to Southern Ferry before returning to Outset and get the much easier bottle? Actually, I imagine she might
find a bottle.
Not bottle, sorry, I meant wallet.
Okay.
I said the wrong word with a double letter.
That she already has 2 balls.
Listen, my brain is small, and I can only process so many words at a time, and Wind Waker has more than my storage space. Anyway, I think finding that mirror shield might actually push her to Southern Ferry, because then she could also go from Southern Ferry to Angular.
Angular.
Look at that. Download more RAM. True. And I think much like Nave, Claire will be relieved to find a wallet that's not Outset Ferry.
Yep. And Nave is checking Horseshoe now, which will lead to Skullhammer.
True.
So the question is, will Nave cheat at golf, or will he play it like a true gentleman.
I'm gonna guess 2 in the hole, 1 cheating. That's my guess. He's
Yeah.
gonna cheat for the second hole. That's my guess.
Yeah, that's the usual strat that people opt with. Well, okay, I mean, you technically don't cheat on the first one, right?
By putting the nut in the hole? No.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's cheating based on the fact that he's killing that sea hat.
Well, light arrows.
Really send that sea hat to next century. And there's Claire getting that 3rd sword. So yeah, now Claire is missing a single sword. Nave going for the roll strat, but I think if you go for the roll, the leaf doesn't work.
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah, I think you just don't get enough height that way. Where can command melody be? Well, we have angular we haven't seen. Nave did Cyclos, but I don't remember what it was, so I'm sure it wasn't command melody. We haven't seen angular. We haven't seen Furor's mail. I don't think.
No, we haven't.
Furor's mail? Yeah, and then we haven't seen Zunari or wherever Cafe Bar Postman has. 3 blocks can't be our command melody, though.
No, so command melody can't be an ET.
If you found command melody or you're rushing ET, there's so little left in the overworld that I think maybe not. The bet sword? Oh, well, my mistake. And also, it's like, if Claire just finds the sword, then the command melody is garbage, and she's not gonna get it.
Well, so this is angular, so this is one of the possible locations. And my stream just died.
My restream just died.
Yeah, same here. Just as Claire was like walking up to that sword. Sorry, that chest.
Oh. Alright, well. When our video feeds come back, we'll find out, does Claire have command melody or a sword? Based on her tracker, refresh the page. You got it.
Oh, yep. I can see it. And it is a spiky chest.
It was a bottle.
I
don't know if I'm ahead or you're behind or...
No, I saw the same thing when you, when you said it. So we're in sync. That's the 3rd bottle for Claire.
Yeah, and while we were gone, Nave finished his golf and got that skull hammer, heading straight to Cabana. Ooh, there's something up here for Claire.
So I think Nave also needs to do
command melody.
Bomb Island? Really? What was it? Where?
Angular Peak.
Angular Peak. Oh man.
A nice Sphere Zero command melody. And it looks like she is going back to Outset. We're ahead.
So... Yeah, I'm watching Claire on Angular Peak now. So I think it might be fine.
Xeno stream broke. Xeno. Just refresh the boat. I'll refresh my page, see what happens. I see Claire. There's a fairy spinning around Claire, and now it's around Grandma. Am I ahead? Am I behind?
Well,
where am I?
You matched what I saw, but I'm not sure about chat.
Just a little ahead? Whoa.
There's Grandma giving Claire soup.
I'm good now? Okay, perfect. You know, all of that time wondering where's command melody, and it was just the Sphere Zero check at Angular.
Yeah, so I think for Claire, she needs... The checks she has in Overworld is Windfall.
Nave getting that shard in Cabana. Always nice when Cabana has something. I swear it's so often that, like, you find something in there and you're like, oh, thank God I came here, because it's always so tempting to just leave it alone.
It's quite a long check as well. Like, it takes a bit of time to get there.
And it's just so frequently nothing's in there.
Yeah. Quite a late sphere. That's the issue.
Claire, luckily checking if she had bait before throwing the pig. Oh, she needs a pair. because she hasn't
Yeah.
seen top of headstone. I was wondering for a second, like, why did she buy that heart piece? But yeah, she hasn't peeked top of headstone yet. Nave has. We know it's just another heart piece up there, but we'll see. It is. So Nave's still looking for. Still looking for that
Command melody.
That command melody, and he
Yeah.
needs to get. There's a shard in
2
Darkroom
more
in
shards.
DRC he hasn't gotten.
Oh,
then
and
Goma.
also, yeah. But then also has to do Ghost Ship as well.
Yeah, and then also
Oh.
needs the. Wait, has he not done Ghost Ship?
Has he done Ghost Ship?
Where'd he get his third sword if he hasn't done Ghost
No.
Ship? Is what I'm wondering. Oh, was Furor's Mail
Oh,
the sword?
Wait.
If Furor's Mail is the sword, Claire will be in go mode upon getting that last sword.
yeah,
Which
yeah.
I wonder, will she
Wow.
check?
If
Will she
yeah,
check?
that's pretty big.
Yeah, she's heading back to the mailbox. Wow, this is a door you don't see people go going in rando. Oh, she's gonna get the cutscene.
Oh no. Probably trying to be smart about not playing Song of Passing.
And it looks like Nave's going to Ice Ring here.
It'll be Ice Ring, then probably
Just-
Angular.
Just a note for runners and Nave, if he watches this back, the fastest warp to get to Ice Ring is actually Southern Ferry.
Kamali's father? Yeah.
That
the sword.
was
That's the
Kamali's
last
father with
note.
the sword. Claire's in
Last
go
sword.
mode.
Yeah. That's... We're gonna see a go mode ET dungeon.
That
which
is a Baron ET. What could even... I don't
really
think
nice
there's
to
any
see.
Baron blockers that can be an ET.
Probably a Tingle statue or something.
That's not a Baron blocker. Also, Claire has 5 Tingle statues on her tracker. Or our tracker.
Oh, okay.
Last bottle? Grandma didn't have anything, so a bottle's not a Baron blocker. ET's just an unhinted Baron.
Yeah. I don't know how
Nehru
the hints
can't Baron
work this
block
out.
if you don't have Tot G. If you don't have Tot G's dungeon entrance, Nehru's not a Baron blocker.
So yeah, if Nave is so Nave knows where his last sword is. So the moment he picks up the command melody, he's gonna either rush
He-
Ghost Ship or
He doesn't
go
know where
TT.
his last shard is.
Oh, because he's still missing 2, isn't he? Yeah.
He's only missing 1 because he doesn't have the Goma one either. But the one he's
yes,
missing
yeah.
is Darkroom in DRC.
DRC. Yeah, that's really rough then.
Yeah.
Oof.
And yeah, Claire saying goodbye. That command melody ended up being totally useless
Useless.
because Claire's just gonna hold on to Medley flying to that first platform and then just says goodbye for the rest of the dungeon. You don't need her anymore.
Maybe picking up command melody.
Gonna get his third bottle in here. Oh, and Claire's saving after spawning the chest, so in case she
Just in case.
she has a disaster happen in ET, she can go back to the beginning with this chest spawned and available. Very
ET go mode is pretty nice and quick, but it can be really risky with the strats
there's
that you have to do.
there are a few spots where you kind of, if you screw it up badly enough, you can't recover.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand the safety play, especially in a bracket match. Nave's gonna be very disappointed to find this bottle. I think he also is aware that he just needs one shard to be in Go mode, but he still has to go back to DRC to kill Goma.
Yeah. What overworld checks does he have left?
Zunari? And then Cafe Bar Postman, but obviously neither runner has Maggie's letter. And Ghost Ship. He does have Ghost Ship still, but Ghost Ship was hinted as a sword, so he knows what Ghost Ship has.
So my main concern is, and I'm looking at it right now, is like he might think there's things in ET.
Yeah, I think he's going to ET. He just works the outset.
Yeah, and he's sailing towards it. So that's really unfortunate.
Yeah. Alright, this is one of the more annoying rooms when you're doing ET Go mode. Claire, unfortunately, getting caught by the fog. If you go through the room just right, you can actually avoid the fog entirely with chest storage, but gets that jump slash out.
Gets the fog again, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, because you have to jump slash up these ledges with chest storage. Okay. The dangerous part of the Floor Master room is gone. You can still screw up here.
Yeah, both runners are in ET. But Nave will be clearing it as normal, whereas Claire is just rushing towards the boss.
Nave will likely full clear ET, which is very, because full clear ET is like 10 minutes slower than an ET Go mode. Wow, that's a spiky chest in third crypt too. That might just be Maggie's letter.
Maggie's letter.
Or what are we? We're missing Maggie's letter, Nehru's pearl, and the fourth bottle. I think that's the only spiky chests that are even left. Rolled the seed? I think Xenu rolled the seed.
I think so.
I imagine he did. Nave showing off some nice light arrow strats against the dark choose. Always feels nice.
Same with Claire as well. She's using the light arrows on Jalhala, which isn't vanilla, as they say.
And Claire 100% will be done sub 2, but you know, in top 24, most top 24 runners pretty consistently sub 2 every season 6 seed. And you know what? Also, hold on, I just realized this also means that Kreeb's shield was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Claire, all she used the mirror shield for was lighting up that bottle in Angular Cave.
There's Jalhala down.
All she has to do is remember to pick up the shard, and then head to Hyrule. I really want to see on Nave's side, what do we get in that third crypt chest? I'm fascinated. Because again, it can only be Nehru's pearl, a fourth bottle, or Maggie's letter. And oh my god, that's another
this one's
spiky.
also spiky. Yeah.
There's only 3 things they can be, and 2 of them are here.
And all here.
All right, most likely is Maggie's letter and Nehru's pearl. That's the most likely. Because those are always going to be placed in locations that are in our settings. It's just if they're foolish, they can be hinted foolish. So that's the most likely.
We're gonna go basement first, or boss first.
Yeah. I
Taking left
imagine
side.
he's gonna skip. I imagine he's gonna do the normal ET route, where you kind of go through just the forward direction till Jalhalla, and then after Jalhalla, you'll grab the basement and left side
Yeah.
in whatever order you prefer, really. But we'll see. Does he get this? This is a roll clip with storage. You do, and first try.
Very nice. Can be very finicky.
Claire entering Hyrule looked to be right about 128.25 as she entered the portal, roughly. Oh no. Nave is assuming that might be his go mode.
I mean, knowing that you've got DLC still to do.
Yeah. Well, we know it's
Negotiate.
not his go mode, and we know his go mode isn't in Floormaster Room.
Yeah.
So, it could be worse. I think he's a little too far into the room right now.
I think he's definitely touching.
Oh, there he goes.
It looks fine. Okay.
He also got hit by the fog again, jumping out. I feel like I've never seen anyone get hit by the fog jumping out of that room, and then both of them did it this seed, so...
Maybe it's the angle? I don't really know what causes it.
Yeah. But Nave's gonna see another spiky in third crypt. I wonder... Well, Nave must remember that his ghost ship has his last sword because he's just because he's skipping the Floormaster room.
Yeah.
I think he also knows one of the Floormaster room chests has to be a key.
Yep. Claire is entering Ganon's tower.
Doesn't say
bottle's
bottle
on Headstone.
Those hints don't say a bottle's on Headstone Island. It says a bottle's in Headstone Island. Nave's gonna see that spiky. All right, was it the bottle? Was it the pearl? It was Maggie's letter because he has nothing on his pause screen. It wasn't a pearl and it wasn't a bottle. He must have stored Maggie's letter.
Been. Oh, another one.
Yeah,
that's the one we saw earlier.
Yeah, that's the one Claire saw.
Getting too excited seeing spiky chests. We are super duping to get some more magic.
Very understandable. Claire showing Phantom Ganon what for.
Turns out all you need is to be very prepared with light arrows.
Could magic be a Baron blocker? Magic, I think, could be a Baron blocker. I think.
Oof.
I guess, yeah, I did. That's right. The one we didn't consider was a second magic. But we'll see. He's going to head into Jalhalla here with this storage.
Okay. That jump slash
scared by the jump slash.
Yeah, it just didn't look like it was forward enough. Okay.
All right, what does he get? What does he get? It was double magic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice to have. Just a little tragic that it's not his go mode.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Claire did just finish PG1 pretty quickly.
Yep. Very good PG1.
So that's really nice and clean. Yeah, so Nave knows that he didn't store anything, the gold modes he's looking for.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not happy about that. On to PG2.
PG2, how many crypts? I'm guessing 2.
I'm gonna guess 1. Okay. That's double. Nice one.
Sometimes I'm just a prophet. But yeah, that's a good. I think Magic probably would be a Baron blocker for ET, so I think that's why. They didn't get. I mean,
What
or they just
about
got
First Magic?
unlucky. First Magic
Northern
was
Fairy.
Northern Fairy. Yeah,
But then
wow,
that
that was a
happened.
year ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, a Trog shot from Claire.
That's really nice. Wow, she's
very,
really
very nice.
she's really taking care of PG right now.
Yeah, she showed Phantom Ganon what for, and then showed that stupid puppet what's for. Nave's gonna pick up his Jalhala shard. Unfortunately. Oh, is opting to take the warp out. That'll benefit him more than not. But unfortunately, yeah, his last shard is in DRC, past where he cleared.
He's also walking back.
Oh no, he's walking back in to get keys. Oh no. I guess you don't want to transfer an ET small key into DRC.
Yeah. Oh, Claire's got the hook shot.
Bug slide.
Bug slide, that's the one.
That's phase 1 Ganon down, bonking into the wall to avoid getting hit. Yeah, go ahead and post the clip in the Randomizer Discord. Just make sure to spoil it. Put it in spoiler tags, because it is a spoiler for the race. And that, yeah, just need to reflect the slide arrow. Ooh, got the cutscene skip. And goodbye, bad man.
GG's to Claire.
Time of 1:35:16.
Really nice.
Very, very strong time.
Yeah.
And it looks like Nave is choosing to forfeit.
Yeah. I think, there is a lot more that Nave needs to do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
Looks like he is going to keep playing, though, after the forfeit. Look for that shard. And we'll see if we do get the runners in. Looks like we are, in fact, getting the runners in. Welcome on in. GG's.
welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, GG.
GG's.
Hello, GG.
So, my first question, any thoughts on the seed? Anything stick out? Anything you want to complain about or praise?
I had to read in my race time comment before I saw on Restream. But I was like, shoutouts to probably Double Magic and Earth Temple.
Yeah.
And then, I went ahead and saw it. So
that's
a freaking rip.
Actually, Claire, you didn't get to see this. There was also a spiky chest on ET right side.
Oh, was Maggie's in there too?
Yeah, we think it had to be Maggie's. We were trying to... Well, when we saw you see that spiky chest in third crypt, we were trying to guess what it could have been. And we actually forgot about Double Magic. But at that point, we also knew it could have been Nehru's, the fourth bottle, or Maggie's. And then obviously Double Magic, which we'd forgotten
Double
about.
Magic.
But...
Yeah, I was almost half expecting. I was like, I wonder if Grandma's going to end up having something too. Because if Grandma had something, then I'm like, well, maybe ET has a bottle in it. And then that's a Baron blocker because Grandma had something. I think that's how that works. I don't remember. Bottles are weird.
Bottles are weird.
I can confirm that it's Maggie's letter. Yeah.
Yeah. When we saw you checking your inventory and it wasn't magic, a pearl, or a bottle, or a shard, we were like, it must be Maggie's.
Probably has to.
Yeah.
Nothing else it can be.
Yeah.
I did also think it was funny. My usual opener for season 6 is I turn at night and I start with Mila and Storehouse of Wealth and start the windmill. And then I didn't do that because of Pompey Vera being hinted dead. And then later I still got to start the windmill and Storehouse of Wealth during Mila. And just with Moblin's letter instead. I thought that was pretty funny.
Same, but for a different reason.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Nave
Yeah.
went for Mila on his first trip, and was too low on the stairs, and I don't think you realized that's what your problem was. You're too low
Yeah,
on
I
the
was
stairs,
like,
so he
what
couldn't.
is happening? I just panicked and I tried to run down there.
Yeah, he couldn't
And,
talk to her from the stairs, and he ran up behind her, and that ended up making him get caught by her. So she
Oh,
was at the
shoot.
safe
Yeah.
trying to open it, and went, "What was that?" Linka meowed at her from behind Zunari's stand, and then Mila ran the hell away.
Just pieced out. Oh no.
No, I don't
But-
think running behind her gets you caught because I've done that before. I think I simply ran out of time.
Yeah, I
might
think you ran
have.
out of time.
I think you did
Yeah.
too, but it
It's
was.
still pretty funny to see. Like,
I
just
did think
staring at each other.
like a bit of luck and good rerouting though. You did manage to not
Mm.
lose too much time by then pairing her with
Yeah,
With
her
so
windmill.
that was the first tilt of the run, and then once I found grapple though, I was like, okay, crisis averted. We're probably fine. And then I was like, okay, I will just not do Mila until I can also do Creeb and stuff with it. Which is what I did. Worked out okay. But then the second big tilt was DRC. I went there with 0 arrows. I considered going to Tot G to buy some, and I was like, nah, the pots outside have some arrows. They did not. So I was like, okay,
Oh,
whatever. I
yeah.
can small key skip in the rat room. It's fine. And then I pressed sword instead of leaf, and I fell. And
Oh
so
no.
Mm.
I was pretty upset, so I just left. I just straight up left. I was like, all right, I probably got everything out of DRC. Surely there's nothing left, clueless. So I'll just go mode it later.
Yeah.
And of course, in the very next room was my
It was
last
very-
shard.
Oh, there's
Yep.
a shard there. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
There's
I
a
know there's a
shard.
bunch of Tingle statues there. That kind of pissed me
DRC
off.
had a bunch of garbage and one Triforce shard.
It was
Yeah.
such bad,
Yep.
yeah.
Is so honestly very, very funny. I am laughing. It was a good time. I could tell from very early on, it was a very explosive start. I could tell this was going to be a jet seed, so I was just trying to pull out stuff as early as I can, like the Forbidden Woods and everything. DRC just kind of had a meltdown, and the rest of the seed tumbled downwards from there.
Hmm. Yeah, shoutouts to Boomerang logically behind Forbidden Woods.
That was
That's,
wild.
that's classic. That's classic. Also, I guess speaking of DRC and Rat Room, I just in case people are wondering why I didn't store, I just decided to roll the dice. I knew there was a small chance that was big key and that I would get rolled, but I figured with Forbidden Woods and logic, there's a good chance I could warp pop back
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just clear backwards. So it feels like it feels so bad to see that be a key chest and then do the storage strat to skip it because I'm like, oh, but if it's a small key, it's so much longer. So I'm like, I'll just roll the dice. It might be big key. If it is, that kind of sucks, but at least I won't have to do basement.
Yeah, I
And
refuse
for all
to
I
do
know too, it
basement.
could have been small key could have been on Bird's Nest too. So
Mm.
That's also true, yeah.
yeah. So if anyone was wondering, that was my thought process. I just figured, whatever, you know.
Also, Claire, did you notice when you were doing rope bridge in DRC, one of those bokoblins died for your cause?
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Oh,
doing
yeah,
he
the
hit the
cover,
rope,
and
right?
he just ran off the bridge into the
Yeah.
lava.
But the bridge was like slightly slanted, so I think he just
What a homie.
flipped off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like,
That's
damn,
funny.
he wants Link to win.
You know, it's so rope bridge is like the weirdest check now. Normally, you want to find stuff, obviously, because you're trying to find stuff to finish. Rope bridge, I'm like, please be nothing, please be nothing, please be nothing. Oh, it's spiky.
yeah.
No, god dang it. And you
kind of
open it, and it's like,
annoying,
it's a
so-
goddamn tingle statue. I hate everything.
It's because of this, you have to wait for the cycle as well to get back up.
Oh, god, exactly. Yeah, rope
Standing
bridge
there.
freaking sucks. But I refuse to reset, like, my void out point. That just feels so slow, too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't be bothered.
There's the last shard in Dark Room.
He went and found it.
I
Yeah, I
Good.
was hoping while during our interview, you guys would show my screen for what I put over it. But anyway, Momo asked me what happened to my tracker at the beginning. That was I guess that was the true first panic of the run. I
Mhm.
thought I copy pasted the seed hash into the tracker, but I guess I didn't. So it was a super weird tracker. So for the first like 7 minutes, I was trying to fix it and throwing me off and stuff. But
shoot.
I was just completely out of sorts today. But that's okay. Sometimes that's how it is. I'm not even. I can't even be mad. This was a very, very funny seed for me. And yeah, again, GG's Claire. I'm honestly very happy to have made it this far. Top 24, 4 matches total in the tournament.
Hell yeah.
Coming in as a relatively new Wind Waker randomizer runner, I am beyond happy with how I performed this season. So thank you for
Yeah,
the
you
matches.
you just
Yeah,
started with
pleasure
mini
racing.
blends, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really impressive.
That's super cool.
thanks.
Yo, shout outs to the Mini Blends tournament for being actually freaking awesome. A lot of good beeps came in from it.
All right, I think Zeno, if you have anything to tell us about what's upcoming on ZSR, I think now's a good time.
Well, let's start with the stuff that this crew will be concerned with. We've got some Wind Waker stuff. So this is not being restreamed, but in approximately 10 minutes, there's a Challenge Cup race, Skinny D versus Tifa. You can make a multi-stream for that. That's happening at the top of the hour. But going on with things that are going to be restreamed on ZSR, we've got on Saturday at, I believe it's 2, wait, I can read, I swear. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. There it is. So we have Saturday at 4 p.m. We have Tuba Man versus Rick Schmitty. That will probably be getting restreamed. It is winners bracket quarters, game 1. Also on Saturday we have Puff Puff versus Avatar. That's going to be at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Sunday we have the game 2 of that aforementioned match, and on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern we have Kit Kat versus Mongol, followed by a 4 p.m. race of Tanjo versus Tweety. So look forward to that. Coming up on ZSR, that's not Wind Waker. We've got a bunch of ALTTP cross keys there in their bracket phases. Saturday, we've got one at noon. We've got two at noon. 2 simultaneous races at noon. One Matt versus Vinter and Ramon versus Flippy. So be on the lookout for that. Remember to give a follow to our commentators, our trackers, our everything.
Yeah, shout outs to all the volunteers
Yeah.
making things go here on ZSR.
And we are going to go say hi to our friend Goldquiver. He's doing a mixed pools bonanza race with a couple of other people from the Wind Waker community. So we're going to go say hi to him, and we will see you guys over there. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.